Hello, everybody. Good evening. How is the food choices? Are you having a good time? This month is the month that we dedicated to celebrate Mother Earth. And there is so much that we can have from her. We have everything. And it's a way to honor her just by looking at her, feeling nature in us and within us and around us too. So my name is Estela Walker. I write poetry. I love poetry. I'm also vegan, and I love my vegan food, and I love my raw live food that brings me the energy, the high vibration that I need to write and to be in the wind, just creating everything that I want to create with a high, vibrant energy. So the poem, My Mother Earth, in Spanish, Mi Tierra Madre. In Quechua, Pachamama, Pachamama. I feel your warm, gentle arms caressing my body, unwrapping it with hues of emerald green. I feel your heart beats deep inside my being, firm and strong, pounding with calmness and joy, celebrating the miracle of being alive. I melt within you, and I become part of you, letting my essence drift, letting my essence light and endless in your golden womb. My Mother Earth, I honor you. You are part of me, and you provide for all my needs. My Mother Earth, mi tierra madre, Pachamama, Pachamama. Thank you.
So, when someone else reads a poem, yes. Remember, this mic is open. I can step aside. Are you taking my spot?
Yes.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
You can introduce me.
Well, I can introduce you as DrFlora Van Orden, an EarthSave ambassador and a greater ambassador for the greater good of the world. What do you have for this?
I'm bouncing off her poem again. Well, last week I did, and this week too. Last week she had a beautiful poem about trees energy. I have wonderful, another musician, welcome. In 1980, I took a vow that I would never charge for my services as a physician, because I realized that this vow that we all have to take to do no harm was actually preventing me from working with integrity, because there is no such thing as a safe drug. There's no such thing as a safe prescription drug. So I wanted to find a better way. And fortunately, Dr. T. Colin Campbell, who wrote the China study from Cornell, he has provided many of us, thousands of us, with that way. You can go online. He will certify you in plant-based nutrition from Cornell, Dr. Neil Bernard, who is the president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. That's 5,000 medical doctors who are vegan. He will certify you in nutrition and clinical practice from George Washington University Medical Center. There are so many doctors. Dr. Esselstyn, Caldwell Esselstyn, who has written a wonderful book called How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, a scientifically based cure. There's Dr. Gabriel Cousins, who's written a book, There is a Cure for Diabetes. This is also in Spanish, if you know people who really need some help in Spanish. Now, all of these doctors are scientists. I do not recommend any books or any documentaries on Netflix that are not scientifically based, because that's where I'm from, is science-based. Go on Netflix, watch Forks Over Knives with Dr. Campbell and Dr. Esselstyn. Watch Eating. Watch Plant Pure Nation. Watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. These are free documentaries. Now, I also, I used to charge over $300 for my first interview when I was working with a couple of other doctors in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Right now, I'm working freely with all of the Haitian children and parents down in Florida City at an organization called the Coalition of Florida Farm Worker Organizations, COFO. I've been there for almost 20 years. And with my Native American friends from South Dakota, I'm known as Mother of the Buffalo. So I'm going to take you back to Estela's wonderful poem about the earth now. Continuing the story from last week, and I'll catch you up if you're really interested in the first part. After I touched an electric wire, it was knocked about 15 feet, and my heart was not beating and there was no pulse for about 6 minutes. My family found me at the hospital, and the doctors had to take the saline solution out of my arm, that's just salt water, because I was salt-free. A lot of us, we find that when we get away from salt completely, our circulation really improves. And so that's where I was at, because I had worked with a wonderful doctor named Ann Wigmore, who started the Hippocrates Institute. We have one in West Palm Beach, but it doesn't really teach her program correctly. The correct one is down in Puerto Rico. You can go online and find that. But they have people coming from all over the world, and their whole thrust is not about money. It's about helping people to learn how to be their own doctors. Dr. Wigmore got Nobel recognition in 1971 for cell regeneration. So there I was. My family members signed me out of the hospital. They took me to a mineral hot springs, and I was there for about 3 hours. I went to the home of a friend who really didn't want me there because she had been eating her potato chips, and when you eat a lot of foods that have dead oils and dead salt in them, then you become very fearful. And she was in that mode, and she was just amazed when a few days later I had learned how to, because one of my eldest sons, Donald Mason Kelly, he had picked me up in his arms. I was on the ground, good old Mother Earth, just like she said, I was on the ground, and he would roll me over and feed me Dr. Wigmore's energy soup, which is basically a blend of about 50% greens and 50% things like papayas and mangoes and apples and just wonderful fruits, tropical fruits. So I learned how to crawl. I crawled over to this tree, and I told you all last week about that. Then I had to learn how to walk all over again, to drive all over again. It was just amazing, this process of cell regeneration. But I've watched this now. I'm over 80, and when I go on this ship every March, we have we certify about 800 medical doctors, because probably most of you all do not know that by medical and congressional law, no doctor can even talk about broccoli sprouts being a cancer preventive. So they would lose their own medical practice, their license. No doctor would ever refer anybody to them if they even talked about anything except a prescription or an operation. So we have to have compassion for these people who haven't been certified in plant-based nutrition yet. Anyway, I went to a doctor, and he said, Flora, because of your brain damage, you will never be able to do anything more than just copy information, because your brain has been so damaged. Just copy information, maybe type other people's words. And he was so surprised, Dr. Dangerfield, when I came in with my Phi Kappa Phi ring and my little pin about 4 years later, because it is amazing what happens when you eat food that carries an electrical current, like drinking this kombucha tea. This is a live food, and it will stimulate electrical currents in your body. Any kind of fermented food like sauerkraut, kimchi, just so many things. I recommend that you go in there and find some of the books on the bookshelves that you can read. Go online, because it is so exciting to be able to go on this ship and have Dr. Campbell and Dr. Esselstyn and Dr. Bernard. Look at me. Here I am over 80, and I can outdance any of them for hours and hours. With the Jamaican music, and all this stuff. We are just going and going, and you can do that. Your joints are strong. Your muscles and your nerves are really strong when you're fed with an electrical current. So I encourage you to find out a little bit more about raw and living, and make sure that you buy the wonderful local organic foods. I get a lot of my stuff from Glazer Organic Farms, real close to here on 137, right off of Quail Run. So anyhow, thank you very much, and if I will be over in that corner if anybody wants to visit with me, and if they have something that they would like to pursue as far as their own health, I'm here, and I'm free, thanks to her sake.
Let's see what we can do here. Sorry, didn't mean to wake everybody up. Okay, cool. That might be good. Let me help you.
Oh, so you don't have to hold. Good?
That's close enough. Thank you. Welcome to Choices Cafe. I'd like to thank everyone for letting me abuse their ears for a short period of time here. I'll try to make it not hurt too much. You remember me from a long time ago. Told me to pack my bags and hit the road. So, baby, I did what I was told. Packed my bag and I hit the road. You said, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I pleaded with you, said, oh woman, won't you treat me this way? I'll be back on my feet someday. You said you didn't care, 'cause it's understood I didn't have no money, and I was no good. Honey, you were right about the money, but you know I was real, real good. You said hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. I said, oh woman, why you treat me this way? I'll be back on my feet someday. You said you didn't care, 'cause it's understood I didn't have no money, I was no good. Well, honey, I got a surprise for you. You see, I'm back now and I'm singing this for you. My name is Jack and I'm back. Come take a ride on my Cadillac. I got plenty of money, plenty of dough. All that from hitting the road. You said hit the road, Jack. And I did. And I'm back. My name is Jack. And I'm back. You don't have to cut me no slack. My name is Jack. And I'm back. That's a matter of fact. Remember that house on that hill? Well, it's mine now, baby. I got time to kill. Plenty of money, got plenty of dough. All that from hitting that road. Now my name is Jack, and I'm back. My name is Jack, and I'm back. Oh, my name is Jack, and I'm back. Come take a ride on my Cadillac. My name is Jack, and I'm back. My name is Jack, and I'm back. My name is Jack, and I'm back. And I'm back. Hello. That was my answer to Ray Charles's Hit the Road, Jack. I always wanted to answer that song. Back. I decided to take the misogynistic tract. Thank you, ladies. Sorry, ladies. But, you know, I know you sung that song to many person. And